All right, guys, let's talk about crash diets. Specifically, are crash diets effective? Specifically, are crash diets effective long term? All right. I know everybody out there is saying, well, if you got to lose a pound a week, and if you lose more than a pound a week, you're going to eat your own muscle and you're going to damage your metabolism and you're going to quit on your diet, you're going to binge. And those are all people who hear something, they read fucking Dr. Seuss or something, they come up with this fairy tale shit that somebody else pulled out of his ass, and then they just parrot it around the internet, and they have this circle jerk of people stroking each other's ass saying, oh yeah, yeah, a pound a week, you're a good guy, you make sense, you're fucking science because you say a pound a week. So, like I said, those people have never left their house and actually gone into the real world and coached or trained somebody to diet and lose a lot of weight. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's talk about some real world examples of how the pound a week bullshit fucking thing that everybody talks about in the fitness community is just that, bullshit and ineffective. Okay? Example number one. A guy weighs 300 pounds. He should weigh 150 pounds. So he is 150 pounds overweight. He's not diabetic, but because he's 150 pounds overweight, his body cannot produce enough insulin to keep up with the mass, so he has to shoot insulin, even though he's not technically diabetic. Okay? He has joint pain, he has back pain because his skeletal system was not intended to carry 150 pounds of extra body weight around. Okay, so he's taking all these pain pills for his joints and his back that are causing him to vomit because they're fucking his stomach up. He has massive problems with his blood pressure. His internal organs are giving up on him because he fucking should not weigh 300 pounds. He should weigh 150 pounds, but he weighs twice as much as he should. Okay? This guy will die if he does not lose 150 pounds. So let's go ahead and figure out 150 pounds at a pound a week. We're looking at about 3 years. 3 years, 24/7 dedication to his diet, no days off, no cheat days, no holidays, no vacations, no fuck ups, no I can't, stick to my diet today because I'm sick and I literally can't get out of the hospital or I can't get out of the bed or whatever, okay? If he misses one single second, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, he will not lose that 1 pound that week, and now all of a sudden it takes over 3 years. Not to mention the fact that he is so unhealthy. Will he be alive in 3 years if he doesn't lose a shit ton of weight quick? Okay? We're not talking about just how long it takes and is he going to actually be able to put through the grind and be dedicated for 3 fucking years? But is he going to live 3 years if he doesn't lose 150 pounds? Now let's look at another example, okay? For instance, okay? I go through the holiday season and I do not eat. I stay on my diet. But let's say Christmas Day, Thanksgiving Day, not the 10 days before Christmas, the 10 days after Christmas, eating cookies here and there and cake and everything. I stay on my diet, but Christmas Day, I usually eat what the fuck I want, okay? And if you follow me on Instagram, which you should, you will see I've actually documented this before. There was a Christmas where I gained 12 pounds. I woke up in the morning at 198, okay? And within less than 12 hours, within like 10 hours, I weighed 210 pounds, okay? Because I ate my ass off. So 12 pounds in less than 12 hours. Do you seriously think I should take 3 fucking months to lose the weight that I gained in less than 12 hours? Do you seriously think I should listen to these little baby bitch boys who say, you gotta lose a pound a week, otherwise your mommy's gonna go goo goo gaga, boo boo bee bee, and you're gonna get in trouble and you're gonna be in detention? Wake the fuck up. Do you seriously think I'm gonna do that? Take 3 months to lose the weight that I gained in a day. It would be frigging ridiculous. So let's talk about a crash diet, or as I call it, an extreme diet. Okay, I actually developed an extreme diet, okay? It's a form of keto that reduces but doesn't eliminate fat. The protein's much higher than normal, okay? The fat is lower than normal keto. It's enough to give you energy. It's enough to, sustain your systems, okay? Because you actually do need fat to live. So it's enough to live on, it's enough to satisfy your hunger, it's enough to give you some energy. But because you are eating much less fat than on normal keto, you're taking in a lot fewer calories, which means you need to burn more body fat. And since your body can't really use protein for energy, it has to burn that much more body fat to make up for the fat that you're taking out of your diet. You lose weight quickly without losing muscle or strength. And I'm telling you, when you take a crash diet or an extreme diet, as I call it, and you actually use one that makes sense, when you actually can control your diet to get the results you want, it's like a superpower. You can change the form of your body at will, okay? So I'm gonna give you an example. There's a guy who was commenting on my YouTube videos. He actually bought my low carb cutting and bulking course. He actually did the pure protein diet before, got really lean, and he was actually joking about how he went on vacation. He's like, I just got back from vacation and I gained 15 pounds, okay? It was like I said, he was joking. He wasn't pissed off. Oh my God, I'm going to kill myself. I gained all this weight. I lost all this weight. And now I gained it back on vacation and everything sucks and I'm going to cry and I'm never going to be in shape again. He just laughed about it. He joked. He's like, hey, it's time to jump on the pure protein diet. And he would actually comment. I'd put out like a video and he'd be like, oh, great video. By the way, I'm down 8 pounds. Oh, by the way, I'm down another 3 pounds. So he lost the weight in less time than it took for him to gain the weight in vacation. Okay? And he did that by doing an extreme diet. The same thing that I do, like I said, I don't take the entire time, like 10, 15 days before Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving Day, all the way through to Christmas, then all the way through to New Year's, and take like 3 months of my life and just get fat as all hell and eat crap. I stay on plan all the time. But yes, I do cut loose on maybe on Thanksgiving, I'll go crazy on the stuffing. Maybe on Christmas, I'll go crazy on the cakes. I don't care on that one day, and I do gain a lot of weight, and I lose it very quickly, okay? Let's talk about the 300-pound guy who should weigh 150, who has 150 pounds to lose, who would take 3 years. Let's say he accelerates his fat loss, okay? He gets his body fat adapted, so his body's burning fat as it is for fuel, which means most people who are very overweight take in way the fuck too much sugar. I'm not saying taking in sugar or carbs is automatically going to make you fat, but it is really easy to get addicted to carbs. It's really easy to eat carbs as comfort food. So if you cut that shit out and get your body fat adapted where you don't even miss the carbs, you're automatically going to be in a better place. Then after he gets his body fat adapted, he drops down drastically the amount of fat he's taking in, which drops down drastically the number of calories he's taking in. And he keeps the protein up to keep himself healthy, to preserve muscle, okay? And to handle hunger. He still takes in some fat because, like I said, you need some energy. Fat is necessary for bodily functions. And, you need to satiate your hunger a little bit. But let's say he goes on an extreme diet and he cuts the fat in 1/3 of the time. Let's say he loses 3 or 4 times the rate that normal people lose fat. He obviously, number one, he's going to be making fast progress. Okay? So he's obviously going to be thinking to himself, this is awesome. Look at all the progress he's making, number one. Number two, he's not going to have to stay on the diet for that long. So it's easier to say, hey, I'm just going to diet this long, okay, instead of 3 years without a break. Okay, and he's going to get healthier and feel better as he goes. A couple months into the diet, and he's gonna be like, oh my God, my doctor says I don't need to take my blood pressure meds anymore. Oh my God, my joints don't hurt. I don't need to vomit in the middle of the night because I'm taking these pain pills that are fucking my stomach up. He's gonna be able to come off at some point. He's gonna be able to come off of the insulin because he's not really diabetic. He's just fat as fuck. And all this is gonna happen because he did a bad, evil, oh my God, you're going to get in trouble, crash diet, okay? Now, like I said, it does have to make sense. You do have to get your nutrients in, okay? You need to get your electrolytes in. You need to get your water. You need to get your fiber. You need to get your protein. And you need to get in fat, okay? And the only problem that I actually have seen with a crash diet is 2 things. Number one, if you starve yourself, okay, you are at some point going to cheat on your diet. And if you're not experienced, if you don't know shit happens, you're going to cheat on your diet and then you're going to go completely overboard and not even start again, okay? So how do you go ahead and take care of this? Well, what you do is when you get to a point where you are totally depleted, when you get to a point where you are really, feeling the effects of the diet, it's a little bit too much, then you go ahead and you do a diet break where you go still at under the way I teach diet breaks, you still stay under your maintenance calories. You do not get fat. You still lose weight, but you have a little bit of a break. You eat more, you get a little bit more energy, you're a little bit less hungry for a certain amount of time, and then you jump back on the pure protein diet, the extreme diet, okay, the crash diet, and then you lose quickly again. You get depleted, take a short little break, and then jump on it again. Did you ever notice that when the most fat loss happens when you first go on a diet? Well, doing a diet break gives you this effect, okay? It kind of gives you a little bit of an effect, and then you lose a lot of weight, and then you start to get depleted, and kind of slows down, then you take a diet break, and then you lose a lot of weight again. So it keeps your motivation up, it keeps your suffering down. The other problem that I see with people who go on crash diets or extreme diets is they eat their asses off when they're done with the diet. Now, first of all, you have to realize if you eat 10 pizzas a day and drink 2 cases of beer a day and eat 5 pints of ice cream a day, that's what got you fat in the first place. You can never go back to eating like a piece of shit. You have to be on some kind of diet for the rest of your life. I think it's ridiculous that, if you fucking get yourself in debt, you overdraw your bank account, you max out your credit cards, you remortgage your house, you don't have a fucking penny to your name, and you go ahead and you're like, because you just blow your money, then you go ahead and you build yourself up and you save money and you take care of your credit cards and everything. And then you fix your financial problem, and then you go to Vegas, you take out a loan, get a bunch of credit cards, you blow all the money you have, you fucking max out your credit cards, and you have a fucking big loan that you took out, and you're financially fucked again. You don't say, oh my God, this Gordon Ramsay shit doesn't work because I went ahead and followed this program to save money and now I'm broke again. You moron, you got yourself in trouble because you spent way the fuck more money than you have. You fixed it, and then you did the same thing, of course. People would think you're a moron for getting yourself financially fucked after you pulled yourself out of the hole. But for some reason, if you eat 10 pizzas a day, drink 2 cases of beer, and 5 pints of ice cream a day, you get fat as fuck, go on a diet, lose the weight, and then go back to eating fucking 10 pizzas a day. People say the diet didn't work. Yes, it did. You just went back to eating 10 pizzas a day, you fat ass. What the fuck did you expect was going to happen? Do you play with rattlesnakes and play Russian roulette and fucking goddamn shoot heroin with fucking sharing needles? I mean, what the fuck other stupid shit do you do? If you go off of a diet after you've lost weight, the diet did work, and then you eat your fucking ass off again, and you blame the diet that you stopped as the reason why you're fat as fuck again. So anyway, another thing about this is by not being so depleted, okay, by having these diet breaks in between during your diet process, what you are going to do is you are going to, number one, understand how it is to eat healthy and at maintenance. Because you go on an extreme diet for a while, then you take maybe, let's say a week, whatever, you take a week off where you're at, slightly under maintenance calories. You learn how to diet after the diet. Extreme diet break. The diet break teaches you can enjoy your life, you can have some fun food like some omelets and some cheese and whatever, cream, whatever it is you enjoy eating on keto. You aren't hungry, you don't have low energy, life is good, you can't go fucking ape shit, but it does teach you how to diet after the diet. So basically what happens is by doing an extreme diet, by breaking it up with diet breaks, you come out of the diet knowing how to eat without getting fat as fuck again, okay? After you're done with the diet. Plus, you are also not just like starving to death, okay? A lot of times people will put someone on a diet and then they'll be like, great, you lost however much weight, go ahead, enjoy yourself. And then they don't know how to live after the diet. They don't know how to transition out of the diet. They don't know how to eat at maintenance calories. They don't know how to eat healthy. All they know is how to starve themselves or how to fucking gorge themselves with crap food. So anyway, like I said, I mean, just think to yourself, okay, these little baby bitch boys and girls in the internet parroting this 1 pound a week bullshit obviously have no experience whatsoever in the fucking real world, So just think for yourself. Does it really make sense to go ahead and slowly lose weight and be like, why the fuck am I doing this? I have another, 149 weeks left before I get down to my body weight that I'm supposed to be at. Number one. And number two, you never learn how to eat after your diet. You think you're going to go back to eating 14 pizzas a day and it's not going to make you fat. And it will. And then you say the diet doesn't work. So anyway, like I said, this is just my approach that works for me, that works for a lot of other people. If you have to lose a lot of weight, if you have to get really lean, or if you just want to have this ability, hey, who cares if you gain 10 pounds on Christmas? Who cares if you gain 15 pounds during your vacation? You can get it off again, so you don't have to worry about it, you don't have to freak out about it. If you're interested in having this superpower for any of those reasons, check out my Low Carb Cutting and Bulking 2.0 program. I have not only how to get fat adapted. I have a big course, like 5 video course within that on how to deal with hunger. I have a course in there on how to do diet breaks, how to transition out of the pure protein diet. So not only can you prepare yourself for an extreme diet, but you can break up the extreme diet so it's actually sustainable. And when you are done losing weight, you can come back into a very healthy diet that will maintain your fat loss, okay? If you're interested in checking that out, go ahead and click on the link below or go to lowcarbcuttingandbulking.com. Aside from that, thanks for listening to this little rant. I appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed to the channel. If you have, click on the bell icon so you actually get notified by YouTube when I post a video, because I've been putting out a video like every single day. And aside from that, once again, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.